Hey, what's up, y'all? Alright, welcome back. It's Throwback. I'm Sharon. How everybody doing? So, I wrote this stuff up a couple of days. I stopped writing like maybe a day or so ago. And I was thinking about how I was going to approach it, right? Approach this show. Because, it's funny, I write the show or however it come. And I end up writing stuff and writing, and then I see other stuff that happens, so then sometimes I gotta adjust what I'm gonna say. Like for instance, the Kodak Black situation, right? So Kodak Black come out and he was disrespectful. He shouldn't have said that and this and this and that, right? It's just the timing of it. What he said is a normal thing. People think it, men and women on both sides. You know what I mean? So it's a normal thing. He shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have went, did it on Instagram or whatever, IG, however he did it. Right? Now, T.I., as an older guy, you supposed to approach it different. You can't jump down there and be trying to, if you want to be coming from a point of, I'm trying to school you, I'm trying to give you some knowledge, or I'm older than you, so I'm trying to give you some you can't go at it with that type of approach. You know what I mean? Even if you got on there and was like, come on, man, you could have been on Instagram going, yo, come on, Kodak, you wireless, son. Come on, man, change that, man. As opposed to the approach. So, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So I was going to write it and, write that, then the game with his thing. So, it just come across insincere when they do it. Whether it is or not, so then now T.I. scrambling, game, and Snoop Dogg got a song and joint out there in California and stuff. So it just look all choreographed and rehearsed and all of that. You know what I mean? But I say all that to say I ain't got no agenda. So now the first thing is, I was talking to my son. So I was talking about when I was in the service, right? The one thing, back when I went into the military in the 90s, it was more, that's back when they would say stuff like go to army or go to jail. They was really giving, so it was a lot of rough guys in there, rough people in there. So when I first got to Kansas, first of all, I have to say, I apologize, I have to do this. My brother that I was over there in the desert with, Specialist DeMarco Hill, or Sergeant DeMarco Hill, we was over there in the desert. My brother passed away today. Sister called me and told me he passed away today. So for real. Rest in peace to my brother Hill. Brother Hill, word up. But yeah, so anyway, right? So I'm in Kansas, and I get out there, and I meet guy from Chicago who just happened to be I think he was vice lords or something from out there with the, they wear their hats either tilted this way or tilted that way and all that. And coming from New York, when you talk to people from these other states, especially for me, I don't know about other people, but back then, because the gangs wasn't big in New York like that. At least for me, gangs wasn't big. So for me talking to that, I was coming from a standpoint of, I never really took it that serious. I never really, not that I didn't have respect for it, I just never felt the need to join the gang or whatever. So I never just took it that serious. So I started talking to, and he was an actual sergeant too. This is a sergeant, and he talking to me about it. I forget the brother name. And then I ended up meeting up with my man from California, Anthony Bimbo, Cinco One. He was a rolling 40s crip. And so you know, again, like I said, the same thing. So, you know, talking to him and everything, me and him start, you know, cool. That was my man, hanging out, pause. That was my homeboy. You know, we was hanging out for 2 years hard and shit. He got the Cadillac. He had the little, I think he bought a 1977 gold Cadillac. He had the gold 4-door Cadillac. First he had the big old joint, we used to call it. He called it the glass house, and some big old joint, old joint. But anyway, we called it the glass house because it had them big glass windows on the side, be like this big, and you thing take like 5 minutes to roll up. So we had that. Then he got the Cadillac. Then I got my the first car I ever bought was Electra, a deuce and a quarter, 225. A deuce and a quarter, 225. Electra 225. It's one of them big joints with the 4 doors. I think I paid like $450. It had the white walls on the sides. I got white walls and stuff and the leather rag top. But I'm hanging out with this guy. So I'm out there in Kansas, and after a while, he got a nickname for me, which my son, it was funny. He said, yo, I don't know why he used to call me Mr. Smurf Master. He used to call me Smurf or Smurf Master, something like that, or whatever, right? My son said, yeah, he already gave you a Crip name, Dad. I said, you know, I ain't even think about it that the Smurfs is blue. But anyway, so I'm out there in California. I mean, not Cali, out there in Kansas. I got my car with the leather rag top, and I got it, and we ride and chilling. So, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I got familiar with the gang culture and how they think and all that. So now we go back to the whole situation, right? So now, for outside people, we might not see that Kodak Black situation as something that's deserving of him losing his life. But for them gang members and how they see it, disrespect, they don't take disrespect. Whether it's disrespecting their colors, disrespecting their street, their hood, the hats, because I know my man, because he was 40s Crip, his hat was the Milwaukee Brewers, because the hat on the glove on there, you only see like these 4 fingers or something like that, where you see 4 fingers. So he had that and all that, and you know, I know that it was something like this. I knew all that stuff. So but I say that to say, yo, I learned respect for it. Even though I ain't trying to get jumped in and none of that stuff. Just like I never joined the Nation or 5%. I learned enough about it to have enough respect for it, because that's my people's. But that's not for me. But Kodak Black got to stop, man. And then he went back, and then I didn't write no more in the book. And I see today he's still back online, and he talking about the game, and he a stripper, you a stripper, 50 got you off the pole and all that, and excuse me, and what he said about T.I. just mad because he wanted to get it first and all that. Like, you still just, like, you just need to leave that situation alone. Like I had wrote this down. It was like, we all felt the death. And so we had a little, I guess, a little positive kumbaya vibe going on. And then for you to interject that just was like the wrong thing. But then the other thing on the other side for Kodak Black is he ain't do nothing worth dying for. I mean, he didn't, in my opinion, he didn't do nothing worth dying for. Maybe a nice talking to. Maybe if somebody say, yo, you want to catch smoke with him and y'all want to go outside scrap, because I know y'all about that scrap life too. You want to go outside, somebody want to put hands on him or something like that. I could see that, yeah, but killing them, nah, that's too, because that gets to the other thing, what this show was going, what I had wrote the show to be before all that even happened. It was kind of going to be like a non-religious type of inspirational show. You know what I mean? Like black men, we got to start respecting each other's differences and stuff. Like like for real. For real. It's crazy. I got something where I saw and I wrote this later on but the brother was in Florida, right? I posted this one on my wall too. The brother was in Florida, and for whatever reason, he in the restaurant and he taking care of everybody bill, paying their food bill, and he giving people a little $20 something. I know Drake giving them $1,000 and nothing like that, but you know he looking out. So he get into an argument with the sister for what I guess he didn't get to they table yet or whatever. She tells her boyfriend, 25-year-old, a man is 41-year-old, a boyfriend is 25, so she got to probably be in her 20s too then. So he goes outside, everybody try to stop him, he gets his gun, come back in, try to get into a fight with the man and shoot him. And I'm like, they caught him and all that. That's not even the point. The point is the brother left his house. Think about the brother that left his house going to do something good, whether he hit the numbers, lotto, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? He got his income tax money, whatever happened, he left the house with the purpose of going to make somebody's life happy, and he end up dead. And it's just sad. And then the thing is, the brother is in the brother is gonna get locked up, of course, and he gonna get locked up. But now the sister gonna be out there, this same chick, she gonna put that same kind of energy into her next man. But she'll be, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, it's crazy, man. Oh, I want to shout out to the brothers that be listening to me while they driving to work. They say, yeah, sure, I'll put you on while I be driving to work, man. Word, I don't be wanting to listen to that music, some of that stuff too much all the time. Word, I want to just zone out and think, man. Word, word. That's what this show about, man. Just talking, thinking. You have a little conversation. Maybe you like, yo, hit me up and be like, hey, yo, Sherm, I seen that last show, man, and I seen where you said Willie Lynch was wrote by, some people say it was written by a slave master, and that you got that from an educator named Mark. I said, yeah, my boy Mark told me that. He said, yeah, nah, I can't co-sign that. Like, yeah, so that's the new debate we got right now. So I asked a couple of other brothers, and they was like, yeah, nah, I never heard that before neither. But, you know, like I said, I'm always, see, that's the thing, like I said, we got to be open to other people's minds. Like just because you can't see that thought, when somebody else come and bring you they thought, you can't be like, no, you got to be like, okay, let me entertain it. You know what I mean? Even if you don't adapt it as what you gonna say is the really real, but at least get a brother the chance to tell you how he feel. You know what I mean? And hear him out. We don't do that enough, because that's the only way you get smarter. Smart is by knowing more things and not by Googling it, man. It's by picking up a book or doing something that don't got nothing to do with your job, getting no booty or nothing like that. It's something where you putting something that you trying to actually put something, learn, get some brain food. They used to call it brain food in the army, in the military. You just got to actually try to learn some stuff, read some stuff. Like I was reading the Bible the other day. I don't read the Bible. I'm reading the Bible because I'm doing the show. That's the only reason I was reading the Bible. I read the Bible because it was other times in my life when I read the Bible. But, so yeah, so yeah, Bible time. Here go a time when I was reading the Bible. So we was in the desert. It was me, Hill, Specialist Hill was there. Specialist Hill, passed away, my brother. Specialist Hill was there. It was Wright, Foley, Anderson, and we had a white guy. I don't know who the white guy was. Hanson, I think it was Hanson. I think that was his name. So, and because we was attached to the tank battalion out there, and we were the mechanics. So even though we was on the front line with the tankers, we was over there by ourselves. They ain't, you know, so we over there in our little 6-man little round little tent, and every night before we, you know, ain't no TV, ain't no nothing. So we had the little Bibles every night. We would when we lay in before we go to bed or whatever, we would all take turns reading the Bible and stuff. Cause yo, and I remember Foley, he was one of them pro-black military, cause we was still black, even though we was over there, and like people would say, yo, you come home white, Sherm. I'm like, yo, in there, you crazy. I was punching Ku Klux Klans in the face. You out here punching brothers in the face, but I take that sellout. But anyway, I go back to the story. So Foley was one of those militant black brothers, like, we shouldn't be over here fighting the black man for his oil. That's my brother. That's how Foley came across and shit, right? But so we would read the Bible every night. I think Tagoin was there. Tagoin, Asaeli. They was one of them brothers. They was Hawaiian too, Samoan. They was Samoan, not Hawaiian. Samoan. But yeah, see, so I got brothers all over. Word. Hell gone, man. Only 53, 54 years old. Passed away today. Shout out to Diamond Cuts Barbershop out here in Garner, man. Word, my man Black, the whole crew around there. Danielle hooked mom hair up the other day, laced her up and everything. So yeah, so now going back to the desert, right? So when I was in the desert, right? Because it's the inspirational show. This is the non-inspirational show. But even though I don't go to church and I ain't praising the Lord and all of that stuff, but yo, you can still read the scripture and you get inspiration. That's what it's for. It ain't for the preacher man to tell you, oh, I read the Bible to give you inspiration. It's for you to look in there yourself and get it. So, but anyway, I digress. So we used to read the Bible and everything. We was reading the Bible. So once the war was over, we had to drive and wash our trucks and all of that stuff. Yo, that was crazy, y'all. So check it out. So once the war was over, wherever you was at in the desert, you had to drive straight from there to the port where we was gonna wash the trucks. No stopping, no nothing. So we talking like, I don't know, maybe 2 days driving, and you or the other person couldn't go to sleep. Neither one of y'all. They was giving out Article 15. So you do all that driving. You get there. You driving through all kinds of crazy stuff. Boom, 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 all over craziness, right? So you get there, and so now you got to wash these trucks, right? Now, and tanks and everything, right? Now, they want every bit of sand off of the trucks. Every bit. Which, because if you bring dirt, agriculture, all of that type of stuff from another country and bring it all back to you, you might mess up. So we trying to steam clean them, right? So you talking about in the crack of a truck like this. Say you got a crack of a truck. There's a engine up inside an engine somewhere. They is up with a flashlight, looking at this little crack right here. Your truck failed. Are you kidding me? Yo, bro, we spray paint the power wash them trucks to where we spray painted, wash the paint off. By the time we finished with them, we had like washed the top coat of brown paint off. Them things was almost green again by the time we finished with them. But anyway, so boom. So we finished with that. And so we get back to Cobalt Towers and we chilling. So we go to the little city. You know, they got the little cabs and stuff, and me and my homie at the time, shout out to Specialist, Sergeant, to call it easily. We go, me, her, Brown, Sarah Brown, my boy Ronald West, Derek Roberts, you know what I mean? So, you know, we'd go to the city and walk around and stuff. You know, it was wild, you know, it's crazy. Just a different culture, because, you know, you from the hood, and then you go over to a whole, this ain't even the United States, where it's just different. Word. So, time to make salat, to call a prayer, call a prayer and all that stuff, right? So when it's time to do that, and they, you know, all of the speakers, and they Allah, Allah, and you know, I can't do it no more. I used to know it, be able to say the whole prayer, so you know what I'm saying, and read a little bit of Arabic. But anyway, so the first time I seen that, right, yo, it was like I was like, wow, look at wow, all of the stores closing up, y'all. And I'm just looking around like amazed, like you just like, oh snap. Everybody, we inside, everybody washing up, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do, everything. I was like, yo, that was, and I wasn't even in it, and I still felt the love. I was like, that's what I wanted. I wanted that right there, right? So that's how I ended up diving into Islam or whatever, right? And so, and I say all of that to say Islam made me feel the best. As a black man, Islam made me feel the best inside, you know what I mean? Because you not, I mean, praying for me, praying to a white Jesus, for me, is just, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I just never, I'm in church as a little boy, like, Mom, let's go to the store. Talking to my sister Terry. Recipe, my sister Terry. I love getting her in the story. So we'd be sitting. I remember one time we went to the church on no string. I be closing my eyes, so make sure, you know what I'm saying. Y'all know I ain't making this up. This is me going into my Rolodex, my brain. So yeah, so we on No String. It used to be a church right there in the corner of No String in Lafayette. Boom, right there on the corner. And so the church was right here. So I remember going there one Easter. I had the orange suit on and everything with the orange hat. And we in there like, I ain't gonna lie, 5 minutes, man. My sister was in there maybe 10, 20 minutes. Like, man, nah, you had to nail me down to a chair to keep me in the church. So, but anyway, going back to Islam, it was the first time that I was like, all right, this is something that I could believe, I could get into, I could kind of get, you know, not really, you know, 5%, you know, I'm gonna come back to that, but 5% definitely was another one. But Islam, you know, because Islam kind of, you know, you got the hadiths and stuff like that, where not only do you have the word in the Quran, but you got the hadiths where it's actual situations and how the Prophet Muhammad handled it and how he dealt, you know, his thoughts on, like, this is one I remember about having multiple wives, and what he said, you know, you could take as many wives as you know, as long as you could treat them equally. And so I always keep that in my mind, because how can you really treat, how can you treat, you know, I never understood that. And then some of the other things, as far as they treatment of women and everything, like I remember seeing it where the brother, the sister got to stay a step behind a Muslim brother and all that. And then it's so where even in the car, she got to sit in the back seat. I'm like, they got some real, like, you know, and so, or when we over there and you got some female soldiers that's over here mad too, fighting for y'all, and you don't want to give her no respect, or you don't want to speak to her, whatever. So, you know, stuff like that. But that to the side, that's personal stuff. That still ain't got nothing to do with the Quran and all that. That's when people start to get extreme with it and all of that. Just like with Israelis. They got Jewish. They got the Jewish JDL, the Jewish Defense League, and all that. So you're gonna have extremes all over in every religion. So that's just a fact. They had the Christian crusades where they went around killing people and thought you was witches and all of that stuff. So everybody did it. It's Muslims did it. So they have their turns where they go around slaughtering people if you don't follow their religion. That being said, yeah, so Islam taught me about being strong, being a man, caring about your community. Gave me a little, not a lot of pride about being black and strong or whatever the case may be. That was when I got back to New York City, and Islam over here in the States for black Americans, black Americans, African, whatever you want to call it, whatever term, whatever is, you know what I mean? But here it's more militant. It's more it's less of a religion to me, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Even with Minister Farrakhan and everything. I respect Minister Farrakhan and everything, but I can't co-sign him as him being the Messiah. I can't co-sign that. He could be an apostle. He can definitely be an apostle, but Messiah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But, to each his own, right? What's this? $52 billion since the 70s. That's reported money. Oh, since the 70s, right? Since the 70s, churches, this is just reported money. Churches in our community made $52 billion since the 70s. That's reported money since the 70s. Yeah, I was looking at Jane. I was talking to shout out to Sister Angie. I got me a biblical religious Sunday school teaching scholar on the staff now. Welcome to the team. So she had me up in the Bible and stuff. She was talking. She hit me with. She said, "Yeah, this the religious sister though. She tough. Y'all know Angie. She tough, but she's still religious though. And sisters are strong. I never had a problem with that. I know Angie from little. So she said, dudes need man pawns." She said being in touch with your feelings is one thing, but golly gee willikers, come on. Some of these guys out here need man pawns right now. I said, wow. I gotta make sure I put that in there. So now, like, just not me, like I said, you got Angie, and then I pull up on a page where Big Pete has a strong connection with the Lord, right? And Big Pete, my cuz, another executive producer. Now he don't go to church. He don't, but you know what I mean? He believe in the Lord. He believe in the word. He know a couple of scriptures and all of that. And so when you thinking about something, he was telling me when he was thinking about, trying to make decisions to go to school and this and change up his wave and his flow and his life and everything. Yeah. So and here's the other thing. Should I get to the other thing? Like, black men, man, we gotta start talking about stuff, man. We gotta start talking, having a conversation, man, and using more words than fuck, shit, nigga, bitch, hoe, slut, and all that. We gotta have better conversations, because if you have a better conversation, things won't be escalating. You know what I mean? Things won't escalate. Things won't escalate in that restaurant where the man get dead. No, you know what I mean? Get murdered. Things won't escalate where Nipsey getting killed. Things won't escalate where T.I., you know, what's the name? Kodak stepped out of line, but then now, you know, cause you ain't do the math or you didn't slow down or whatever. Ti, now you gotta apologize too, or you gotta, like, it's like crazy. Like sometimes you just gotta relax and you gotta have a conversation before you react. That's what it is. Excuse me. Let's throw it back to as people mentally. Yeah. So like for real, and I was saying throw it back to the 60s in the sense of, yo, we gotta start thinking a little bit more black unity, man. We not really thinking black unity, man. We just thinking other stuff, man. And it's like if you don't slow down and appreciate the time you living in and think about stuff from the past, and all you focus about is the future in that bag, we lost. We lost, man. We lost. And I don't mean to really be ragging on the rappers and the entertainers and all of that, but yo, we gotta stop putting all of our best, most determined individuals and our most creative people and all of that, is putting all of their focus into that as opposed to into academics, lawyering, doctoring, being ahead of this, being ahead of that. It's like everybody is focused on that right there, man. And that's what I don't like. It's like, you know, like and when they get ready to talk about some, they want to know what's going on in the black hood, the black community now. They going to rappers and basketball players. These are the intellectual giants now. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, before Cardi B even said that stuff about the drugging people, I was all for when they going on about politics. Like, she ain't lived yet. She ain't done nothing with her life. And no disrespect. Like, why is we going to her for her opinion? Let's go ask somebody. It's another sister out you could ask with a little bit more credible and gonna have a little bit more educated response or answer to you. But nah, that's what we do. We promote these people. And we don't even promote them. They promoting them now. They telling us who hot, man. Word. You know the Panther pads, going back to the Panther pads. The Panther pads came about because police was harassing their families, was watching their families, was doing, you know, so to keep away from their families, they stopped going home so the police wouldn't be around their families. So that's how they ended up having to have Panther pads. So it wasn't like a sex thing or nothing like that. It was initially set up because it was a need for it. They was actually at war when Nixon said the Panthers was the biggest threat to the United States. Word. They shot up Fred Hampton. I got all this because I saw the movie, the documentary, the Black Panther on Netflix. Word. And I was watching the brother, here you go right here, the one older brother said in the doc, he said, yo, they was talking about that last big shootout. Cause I ain't gonna talk about the bull crap. Cause yeah, you know how they did us. They did Fred Hampton dirty. They did Fred Hampton dirty. Just murdered, assassinated the brother in his house. We ain't even gonna get all into that, right? But the older brother that was out at that last shootout, they said, he was like, yo, I don't know what happened in that shootout. They started shooting, crackers started shooting, and my gun just went off. I said, wow, that brother's still technically smart. He's smart like a bug. He like, My gun just went off. I don't know what happened. It just started firing. So, but look, this was what the white officer said. He said, we wanted to establish, even in the documentary, so you know they still think like this. We wanted to establish we are the dominating force on the streets. Right? And so that go back to one of my other things about it and with this whole thing. Like, they really need to be careful right now because you know they itching to use that military equipment they got, that surplus military equipment in all them police forces around the country. You see every protest they be out with it, right? Like 3-4 hours they got their stuff out. Just keep that in mind, yo. No, back to the religious show, you know, the non-religious show. So after I did that, right, after that, I would do the you know, I did the Bible and the this and the that. And so I say I say this is the kind of non because you gotta find something out there, man. You gotta find something. When you get ready to go get that gun, man, yo, it'll be nice to have a scripture in your head, a scripture verse, surah, something. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Talk you off of that. Because I'm telling you, you can't tell me that the dude shot that 41-year-old dude in the restaurant ain't sitting there like feeling stupid. Gotta be. Gotta be. And old girl need to have her ass kicked too, though. I'm sorry. And then what going the brother when they asked the brother how that made you feel? The brother, that's when he was laughing and joking when he said that other by his gun for he was like this. He said it made me feel like a free Negro, a free black man. They could do whatever they doing out here. Right here, I'm a king. I'm like, yo, they know. Oh, I got one for you, right? This one I saw in there just in case y'all don't watch it, right? So if y'all ever out there Black Lives Matter and protesting and all that type of stuff, you take the filters for some cigarettes, right? The filters, you know, at the butts, take the filters from the cigarettes and then stick them in your nose right here. And you can breathe. You'll be able to breathe a little air. I was like, wow, that's ingenious. That's ingenious. Remember that. Cigarette filters in your nose. Black Lives Matter, protest and fight the power in your nose. Again, I'm going to say this again. Even though I support the protesters, I still feel economic pressure is how you get them. Economic pressure is how you get them. We got to look at some of these fashion trends, black man. Some of these things that we do. You got to look at some of the things we doing right now, man. Like this thing with the pants off our ass. Like it got to be a rule. Like we got to come with a rule. Like this much is cool. That much is cool. This much not cool when your pants down around your knees. Like we got to come up with some rules, y'all. Because right now it's ridiculous. Right now it's ridiculous. So this is crazy. It's crazy. And the sooner we stop stressing material things, that's the sooner we stop shooting each other over dumb shit. Like if you ain't stressing him because he got on that bling or because he got on them Air Jordans, because you don't give a fuck about that shit. If you didn't care about that, it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't be shooting. Especially if you, because most of the shooting ain't, I'm protecting my moms. He trying to rob me and my girl and I shot him. It's not that. It's jealousy shit. Jealousy and envy. Slick Rick, jealousy and envy's a dumb one's role. So Vicky says nothing, he keeps his cool. Yeah, man. Yo, that means I stay cool out there, man. So now here you go, right? So they got a 4'8" 8th grader, Dominique Wyatt, already, and they already got him to YouTube and all that, pushing him to be an athlete. And I'm like, and I feel that, but How about if we pushed him academically? Maybe he might be the next Obama. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's like, it's crazy, man. Word, word. Oh, okay, cause look, cause I love sports. I love sports growing up. I did not push my sons in sports, not at all. Not at all. All that typical black man bull crap, nope, not at all. I did not push I was on them about school, though. School and respecting their mama. Did I tell you? School and respecting their mama. Them the two things you don't get punched in the face for. School and disrespecting your mama. Alright, now back to this. So I remember when I used to punish them, they'd tell you. I used to get the dictionary, whatever they do, because after a while you gotta stop. You know, okay. I know y'all scared of me, and I can hit y'all, but I ain't gonna hit y'all every time. Alright, come here. Get this dictionary. I want you to write all the definitions in A, in K, and G. And they spend the weekend doing that. And sometimes I even give them the choice. You want the belt or you want the dictionary? What you want? I take the dictionary, Dad, and roll out. And then when he look, and then when he come bring it back to me, his hand all like this, he come look, so he come give it to me. Okay, thank you. And throw it away, just like that. Yeah. Go away. But and then I know that I'm doing something for them for their future to help them academically. Whether they go to school and learn that BS or not, I know they smart because I put other stuff in it. I used to get the big yellow, the yellow pads, notepads, and I would draw words out and all. Before Shane was even in school. I would draw dots, pages and pages, moon, star, sun, 3 + 3 is 6, 2 + 2 is 4, boo, 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 all that stuff. All that stuff. Excuse me, because my son Shane, he stayed with the punishment time. He stayed with it. Here you go, I already got something wrote out for you in advance. Go ahead and write, bro. Word. That's what you gotta do. We not doing that enough, man. We not doing that enough. Oh, a rapper, 31-year-old rapper named Flo, right? Ex-Cash Money guy got his mama caught up in 2 murder counts. 2 murder counts. Wow. And she had to testify against him. Because you get your mama caught up in 2 in 2 murders. Wow. That's when being your son best friend goes wrong, way wrong. Yeah, Future trying to get a little shine off Nipsey. Bragging, I do the same thing. Like, come on, man, get out of here and talk about that, man. You know, come on, you trying to get shine off another time. Talk about you another time, Future. Word up. Mr. Lean and whatever song you made. I don't even know no songs you made, actually. It was just saying what your most popular song was, something about some lean and something. Yo, Nipsey Pops is a rolling 60s OG Crip. Facebook banger. It would be Facebook banger. Yeah, I wrote a lot of stuff about the Crip, the gang stuff and all that stuff, and you know what I mean? Cause like everybody, I was like, yo, what's wrong with the little dude Kodak, man? He bugging. Like, cause here's the reality too. For us, like, this is I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say this is how I felt, right? I graduate high school, right? And my mom's public assistance, whatever, pops, whatever. So Do I go to college and take out a big ass loan? Well, I'm gonna do. If I go get a job, unlike white people at that age, if they go get a job, they got the whole whatever job they want to go get, they get. Whatever they see, that's the thing. Like, and people talk about opportunities. Like, what opportunity really did I have? Go get a job at 18, no, with a high school diploma, black, from Brooklyn, New York. They only gonna, they gonna be paying me what, $4 an hour, $5 an hour. Come on. Plenty of time I end up with somebody plugging in that, the boss bringing in his homeboy's nephew or something like that. Come on, man. Anything they want to do. No hurdles. They parents, they friends, hire them ASAP. Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that. I was talking to the sister yesterday about that. Like, yo, if I could pull a string for somebody and plug somebody in with somebody that could get them a job, that's what I'm gonna do, man. We don't do that enough. Word. Word. Because I see, for real though, I was like, man, every day I see more and more. It's just a need for black voices, man. Black voices with no agendas. That's the big thing though. I got no agenda. For real. I got no agenda. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, so movie time. Yeah, I had to get to where I actually wrote some more stuff right here. So, okay, yeah. Movies. Movie time. So, The Nun. Look, The Nun. That movie, The Nun. This should be fun. 1952. Albury, Romania. So, I started watching it. First thing I was like, animals was getting out of Dodge. Animals, when they was even trying to go up there, the horse was like, they got off. The man said, yeah, the horse ain't going no further. He didn't know. I would have been with the horse right there, like, yeah, I'm chilling right here. But anyway, yeah, they talk about the blood of Jesus sealed up the crack leading to hell. Oh man, crazy, man. I didn't end up watching that, man. I had to get off that. I was like, man, they crazy. Yeah, now they rocking the Latin brothers. First it was like how they did in Hollywood and stuff like that. Hollywood images and all that. First they started with your blacks, and then, what I'm saying, because I be watching some of the old shows, Matlock and Quincy and stuff from the 60s and 70s. Just like you read stuff, you got to watch stuff, just to see how they was treating, how they was talking. That's what I was saying. So that's the only way you could say you woke. I'm gonna tell you. Here you go, right? The only way you could say you was woke as a black person is you have to really have an appreciation for what it was like to go through, what it was like to deal with stuff in the past, what past generations had to go through. And not from a standpoint of just, oh, I know about slavery. No. You have to do the math, do the knowledge born, and you have to go back and you have to look at certain things and look at how they made a brother act on TV during that. You ain't gonna see that, but wow, he had to act. Oh, that's how they was portraying black people then. Or that's how they was portraying Asian people then. Or that's how they was portraying Native American people then. That's how you know you woke, when you know stuff and you could actually say, yeah, I know the difference. I know where we at now. I know how it was before, and I know some things, some other little tidbits and facts to add on to that. And then maybe you could say you woke. Until then, stop it. Because these terms don't get us nowhere. That woke don't get you nowhere, man. It really don't. Word up. Just like marching don't get you nowhere. It ain't. It's from the 60s we've been marching, man. From the 60s we've been marching. Probably longer than that, marching. It ain't getting us nowhere. Give them a chance for them to get they riot gear out. McDonald's got a black and positively gold commercial. Black excellence. So is McDonald's the unofficial food of us? McDonald's? I remember when they food actually used to taste like something way long ago, man. Food is trash, y'all. That food is trash. It's cheap, but it's trash. It's cheap, but it's trash. I still watch George Jefferson. Like I said, I watched George Jefferson. Yeah, I know he was gay. I know he was gay. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, see, look. I still watch my man George Jefferson. Cause he be talking shit. You know George. I wanna hear that shit, Kyle. Fred Sanford. and I bring them up to say, watch how I tie it in, right? Because they try to destroy their legacy. You know, all them years with George Jefferson, they ain't never talk about Sherman Hemsley. Sherman Hemsley was untouchable. Right before he died, though, they wanted to start talking about his homosexuality and all this and all that, right? Red Fox, they want to go after his taxes and all that right before he died, right? Think about it. So they killed George Jefferson image. It's gone. That strong black. They killed Red Fox image. You know, oh, we came and raided his house and took all his stuff and sold it off. Eddie Murphy had to do it. They getting ready. They killing Bill Cosby, killing his image. Who else they did? Prodigy, Mob Deep. Oh, the gangster, the thug, the gang died off of chewing on an egg in bed. He got all these nurses and all that. Yo, they do this. Mike Tyson. Yeah, they did him because Mike wasn't supposed to go to jail for that rape. That girl did that just to sue Mike. And everybody knew it. And they still locked Mike up. All them sisters, when Mike went down there to that thing, all them sisters was down there throwing themselves all on Mike because Mike was throwing away money. Mike was tricking. Mike was giving away money. Mike would crash a car. I remember he crashed that car. He crashed the car in New York City and the meter maid was going to give him a ticket and I think he gave her the car. That's how Mike was. Mike didn't care. He even said on the radio before he went down there, yeah, I'm going to go down there and mess with these chicks, get in some trouble, this and this and that. I ain't had to rape that chick. Hey, why would he have to rape her? It was up, man. But they still threw him in jail. Michael Jackson, you know, Wacko Jacko. Right. Michael Jordan was always too scared to get out. That's why he never went out there. He played his part. He did his thing. He got his money on the low. He grinded. He never spoke out on no issues while he was in the league, while he's in the highest power. Right? Now, they try to do it to LeBron right now, too. They trying to do it to LeBron right now. Yes. And I go to, like, even going back to the Kodak Black thing, we just be so quick to tear each other down. Like, Kodak don't supposed to lose his career over that. He don't supposed to get murdered over that. He don't supposed to get all of that over that or all that. Yo, just talk to the little homie. Talk to him. Tell him, get him back right. And you know what I'm saying? But he definitely, he owe her, like, to me, I think he owe her, like, a face-to-face apology or something like that. Or at least a phone call where you call her and be like, yo, I apologize. I didn't mean it in that way. I was just, you know, I was out of my mind. I should have, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he say. But that's what I think need to go on. Hey, yo, check this out, right? Remember I told you they was going to try to start playing us against one another, right? So you see how they really playing up the racial tension right now and all of that stuff and the reporting of the racist statements and this and that. Yo, I'm telling you, look, man, you either voting for Trump or you not voting for Trump. That's either what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's either you voting for Trump or you not voting for Trump. You ain't got to be a Democrat. I say it, and on my joint say independent. I'm on record as saying independent now. Word. I'm a free thinker. I suggest that's what everybody black person should be. Independent. You ain't got to claim one side or the other. You go in the booth, close that joint, pull up the ticket for whoever you want to pull it for and roll out, man. Word up. And don't let them rock you to sleep with that. Oh, you got to be a Democrat because all the slaves from 1823 originally was Democratic Party and you ain't got to do that. Don't let them sell you that. For real, for real, for real. Yeah, because they're gonna try to use that. They're gonna try to use that. And for real, y'all, forget about Russia. Forget about Russia. But let's talk about them planes. Let's talk about them planes now. So just so we gonna go start over and come back up. It ain't gonna take long. It ain't gonna take long. You know, I'll be doing it like that. So boom. So Boeing got these planes. Now, it come out this week that Airbus, a British plane company, they came out with a fly plane. That A3, I'm going to find the name later on down in there. But it's an AEO something. And upstairs, they got a nice little, little compartments where you could plug in your phones all around. It's fly, right? So they come out with these planes. They already had these planes. That's why Boeing rushed to put those 737s out that quick. Without doing all of the stuff they needed to do, we gonna put these joints out. Because I was looking up, like China got 8,000 planes, 8,000 planes ordered. Another country got 10,000 planes. This one got 4,000 planes. And you talking about, so over the next 20, 30 years, these guys, Boeing is set up gravy. They sell one plane a year, they good. These dudes are set up for gravy for the next couple of years. But if Airbus come out and beat them, that's going to cut down that gravy. Gravy ain't going to be as much. And you know how white guys is. They ain't playing with they gravy. That's why white women had to come out with all the Me Too movement and the equal rights and all that. Because white men, they ain't with that. It's about their money. But anyway, so back to the planes. So now Airbus come out with their fly bus. Now, soon as they say that now Trump come out and he going to put a tariff on the planes now, on the Airbus planes, because China said they filed a lawsuit today against Boeing and all that. And so, but you know what? The bottom line is, we all know greedy white guys here, businessmen, just like they do with cars. Somebody in the office somewhere say, yo, the cost of us, how much money we gonna lose if we don't let them planes go out, or if we recall them or whatever. You know what I mean? Each plane go for 4.6 billion, right? So if each plane go for 4.6 billion or whatever, and a plane go down, the money that we'll have to play out for a family won't even equal what that plane costs. So just go ahead. They did a cost analysis. You know they did a cost analysis. You can't tell me they didn't. So they already knew that, if it happened, we probably gonna pay this much out, and then we'll deal with the aftermath. My thing on that is, I still feel like somebody need to go to jail. And that's why I say that why we shouldn't even be concerned with it or follow it, or even follow too much how they operate with the rules and the regulations here. Because if this was our society and it was set up our way, it would be going down different. If I was president or FAA or whatever the case may be, or whatever, yo, you know what I mean? We investigating how these planes got out there. Who was the person that made that call? I need to see emails. I need to see all of that. Somebody is going to be held accountable. This is bottom line. Somebody's supposed to be held accountable. But the white man, with the white rules and the rules here, it's not about what how Jack McCoy would say, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. Exactly. So there go, oh, well, our laws here say this and this and this and that, or whatever the case may be. Well, y'all the ones that wrote the laws. And Donald Trump going to try to help his boy. They going to try to help their boy, all of them, because it's going to affect the stock market. So everybody's going to affect their stocks, and all stock shareholders is suing them. Everybody. It's all about money, y'all. All about money. So last year, NYU during Black History Month let the food caterer have watermelon flavored water, collard greens, watermelon slices, right? So maybe y'all know about it, maybe y'all didn't. So it's that the company is Aramark, right? Aramark. Big company, big chefy company, that one of them companies where black people don't get recognized as being a black culinarian. And you could tell why. Because that's like I was saying, when they set up these companies and all that, all of these years ago, the dude setting them up was most likely racist. Most likely affiliated with that racist stuff, especially when it's a company been around 100 years, forget about it. You know it, 50 years, forget about it. So yeah, but now, even though they did that last year, NYU still kept Aramark on. Like I said, they don't care about us. They still kept them on for a whole nother year. Yeah. It should have been I'm sure it was a moral clause in the contract where you could get rid of them. See? That's why you got to know stuff. That's why you got to do the math on stuff. I'm sure it was a moral clause. You do something like that, you embarrass us or whatever, we could terminate the contract. But no, why should we do that? You know? Yeah, a year later they decide to change, right? So that gets me to this. I put him back in the back. I put him back a little bit so he wouldn't be one of the first things I got to, right? So Clarence 13X, right? Shout out to the gods, peace, gods, and the earths. Word. Born Clarence Edward Smith, February 22nd, 1928, June 13th, 1969. So he was only, what, 41 years old? 41 years old. He was the American leader and founder of the 5% Nation of gods and earths. He served in the army and was in the Korean War. Similarity to me. When he got back to New York, his wife had joined the Nation of Islam, and that's when he joined. He was part of security, martial arts instructor, student minister before leaving in 1963. I'm giving you a little bit of his history so that way you'll know that the man wasn't just some nut that went to jail, because you know that's how they spin it. Oh, he was some jail prophet or some jail dude that came up with something for guys in jail to follow. That's how they tried to tell her that. That's what they were saying when he first came out with it, early in the 70s, 80s, late 70s. Oh, that's that jailhouse stuff, because it was teaching us self-knowledge,